Welcome to Tabletopbattle.com. This is Svein as usual, and holding the camera is Anders. Today we are going to do a special feature. We are playing a winter war game between the Finns and the Russians. My Finns finally arrived from Warlord Games. They have been painted by Silje, who is Damon's wife, and I will do a review on the Finnish army in another video because they are absolutely amazing. But for now, a special mission to honor our Finnish neighbors, our Finnish friends, and especially the White Death, the most famous Finnish sniper of World War II. So this is the table, if Anders wants to show them, and of course he will. So it's a winter war, like I told you. We will present the forces and then go over the scenario special rules and then a quick note about the terrain. Okay, the Russian army invading Finland. First up we have a senior lieutenant. He gives a +2 morale and he is inexperienced. That's why he's holding the flag, to support him. And he has one attendant with him. They are both armed with rifle, even if he has a pistol. So that's the HQ unit. Then you have 4 similar squads. They are regulars with rifles, 5-man squads. Next up is a 7-man squad with 1 light machine gun and loader and 5 rifles. Then you have the medium machine gun for the Russians. This has the option of a gun shield. That means you need 6s to kill from the front. And you can certainly see that the gun shield will hide all the guys behind. A bit silly rule, but still it's there. Also regular. And then there is a light mortar team. They are also regular. And the good thing about light mortars, I never kind of tried to use them, but we had one game where I played Italians and I had them with me, and the fact that they can move and shoot is brilliant, even though they have to hit on a 6, but still, if I can move them and then shoot and start ranging in, it's a very good unit to actually bring. And regular, like I said, next up is a regular BA-10. This is an armored car with a light anti-tank gun, a coaxial light machine gun and a hull-mounted light machine gun. So that is 6 shots. And that is the Russian army. It's 9 order dice in total. Special rule for the Russians. They have a few, but we will only use one. First up, this is a special scenario. It's actually made by me. And in this game I will not take advantage of the free 12-man inexperienced squad that the Russians can have, because it would, well, it wouldn't fit the scenario. But there is one special rule that we will use that the Russians have, and that is called the Great Patriotic War. And it means that if a unit is forced to take a morale check to see if it runs away or not, I can re-roll if I fail it. That are the Russians, or those are the Russians. That is the Russian army and the special rule we're going to use. And then we will move over to the Finnish army. The Finnish army is 462 points. The Russians were 567. And we will get back to you why we have this points difference, because it's quite a cool scenario, if I must say so myself, and I probably have to, because Anders won't. First up, a second lieutenant. He's a single model, he has a rifle, and he's regular, providing +1 morale. Then you have 2 veteran winter war rifle squads. They are equipped with skis. That means they have no movement penalty on the white fleece you can see here. They are all equipped with rifles. Next up is a medium machine gun team. Bog standard, regular, but they have skis and a sledge for the gun itself, so they can actually move without penalty also. Since the Finnish have this option, I decided to use it. The sniper team, this is the White Death. This is the main character of this scenario. It's supposed to be a team, but there is a special scenario, like I said, so this will be a one-man team. He is a veteran, and he has something called Master of the Hunt. And that's a special rule for Finnish snipers, which lets them go into ambush mode if they advance and do not shoot. So that's quite a good special rule for the Finnish snipers. Next up, medium mortar team, regular, with a spotter. And the spotter for the medium mortar team is over here, if you can see him. He is camouflaged in snow. And the last, for the Finnish, they have a medium artillery, and they are regular. They have the gun shield rule. It's 4 men and a spotter who is camouflaged over here, if you can see him. Then there are some national special rules for the Finns, and this is why I say that the Finns have some pretty badass rules, and more people should play Finnish armies. First up, they have something called sisu, which is kind of bravery and their heroic actions. Lets them, if they are reduced, let's say this squad here is have lost 3 men, that means they have lost 50% or more. They are veteran, but they are then upgraded to morale value of 11. That's pretty amazing. And if you lose 2 guys from this medium machine gun team, which is regular, they are upgraded to veteran. So that is quite cool. Then you have another rule called trained huntsman. And that actually, if any infantry unit armed with rifles, like these 2 ski squads and the HQ, if they have a pin, they can re-roll failed morale tests. And also, they gain an additional +1 to hit if they fire from an ambush. So if Anders put these guys in ambush, he gets +1 to hit. That's pretty cool. Then there is one extra special rule about outflanking, but we will not use that rule today, so I will not go through that. And those are the Finnish forces. And now we will talk a little bit about the scenario and the special rules, and then talk you to the terrain. Alright, the scenario about the White Death, the most famous Finnish sniper of World War II. First up, the objectives. The Russian army is sending a platoon forward to support their comrades, and they are trying to get from this table edge to the other table edge. That's it. Get from that end to that end with their units. The Finnish player, his objective is to kill 15 infantry units from any of the infantry squads. And as you remember, there are 5 infantry squads. 4 squads of 5 men and 1 squad of 7. So those are the objectives. Easy and PC. Special rules for this scenario. First of all, it's snow. That means I have a BA-10. It can only drive on the road. And also units without skis can only advance in the snow. They can only move 6 inches. So no running. Also, the Finnish player has a pre-deployed 2 units, since they are in ambush and waiting. Sorry. They are setting up now. They cannot be used until the start of turn 3. They are just there to, well, to look cool. But he has his spotters, and I can only kill his spotters since we are going to play on this area over here. We're not going past these ridges. But the coolest thing about the scenario is that the White Death is hiding among one of these 3 bases. 3 bases. It's 15 bases. You understand what I meant. In one of these bases, the White Death is. And every time the Russian player, that is me, draws a die out of the bag, one of my, the White Death can shoot. So that means I have 9 order dice. The White Death can shoot 9 times during a turn. And like I said, his mission is to kill 15 infantry units. So that can be achieved in 2 turns. But if he moves, he will be revealed. He can shoot without being revealed, but if he moves, he will be revealed. And I can also shoot at any of these 3 bases with my units and do the math in the usual way, the range, light cover from the wood, and also small team since it's only 1 model. And if I hit, and he actually is where I'm shooting, he has to be revealed. He's not killed then, I do not roll to wound him, but he's revealed, and he is then used as a regular sniper from then on, or with the special Finnish rules then. And then we put the White Death order die in the bag. For the first turn, it will only be me coming in, so it will only be Russian dice in the bags. From turn 2, Anders can bring in reserves, which are the ski squad and the medium machine gun and the HQ that you have seen. And like we mentioned, from turn 3 he can start using his artillery and medium mortar. But the coolest thing, like I said, the Finnish White Death, he is hiding in one of these trees, and I have to reveal him so that he don't kill me off, because he will, well, he can pin me every time he hit me. So a regular squad is running away after it gets 9 pins, and he can achieve that in 1 turn since I have 9 order dice. So I think it will be a very cool scenario, and I hope you guys will like it. And that's enough of me rambling about things. So let's go to turn 1.